Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jewels and Pearls Ladies channel. So good to have you here. What a joy. Thank you for joining us today. So today I'm going to be answering some questions. I started last week. In my last video, I was talking about questions and answering some questions that young people, teenagers, youths had written earlier. I'd answered the first set, so this is episode 2 of question answering. Questions that teenagers ask or questions that young people ask. So this is part 2. Once I come back again, I'm going to get into answering the questions. So come in. Okay, so welcome back to Jewels and Pearls Ladies channel. I'm going to try and answer some questions, and I'll try and answer it as quickly as possible so that I don't delay like the last time. The last time I answered them in detail, so I think I took 2 questions in about 13 minutes or so, or 15 minutes, about, because I wanted to handle it in detail. So I will try to be as fast as possible. Question 1 here says, how do you deal with toxicity in every aspect? Toxicity, maybe in terms of friends. This person says every aspect. So I'm going to think generally, maybe friends, family, environment. Maybe things are coming at you that you don't want, that you feel is toxic for you, or is unhealthy for you, or makes you think negative. If those things are coming to you, if you're having such vibes, one of the first things I will tell you is that you need to define who you are. So go back and watch the first episode 1. Define who you are so that you can stand strong and stand firm. And then for some level of toxicity, some levels you can avoid. For example, your environment. If you're in an environment that is toxic for you, in terms of the people around, you can definitely move. You can keep away. If you're around friends, you can keep away. That friends that are toxic, that always talk about negative stuff. Let's go and drink, let's take this drug, let's go follow some boys, let's go have some sex, let's go, friends that just bring out things that you don't want to go into. So if that is your case, by all means, I'll tell you to avoid them. So some level of toxicity can be avoided. Some others cannot be avoided. Like I usually tell young people, that there are relationships that are permanent, and there are some relationships that are temporal. As you grow older, as God opens your eyes to see, you begin to discern which one is temporal and which one is permanent, especially in terms of friendships. We know family is permanent. You always have your brothers. Your brother, your sister is a permanent relationship. Your father, your mother, permanent relationship. So for permanent relationship, you need to find a way to curtail toxicity, meaning limit one-on-one interactions if that brings toxicity to you. Then as much as possible, don't reply with toxicity. Instead, reply with kindness, reply with love, with compassion, because a lot of times people that are harsh, people that are hard, people that are toxic, usually it's because they have received toxicity, so they are giving it back. So don't join them, don't give it back to loved ones or even to friends. So now I said for families, family is a permanent relationship. So you just have to find a way to manage coming in contact one-on-one. You find a way to manage it. That's for family. For friends, you can cut off from toxic friends. Friendship, like I always say, is not by force, it's by choice. Friendship will always be by choice. So cut off from negative friends or friends that bring negative vibe your way. Cut off from them. You don't need such, so that you don't derail your destiny. I've seen young people that will follow another young person and then they will get into trouble. Sometimes just some people entering into your space can connect you with trouble. So if you notice that this kind of person, since you've known him or her, you just find that you get into trouble, you need to cut off. You need to cut off from them, because you never know what they are carrying. So that's for friends. Then for environment, like I said earlier, try to avoid any environment that is toxic to you as much as possible, and avoid and expose yourself and expose your mind to environments that are healthy, that bring out the positive side of you, that strengthen you, that reinforce hope. So be particular about going to such environments. Good. So that's question 1 answered for today. Question 2. How do we deal with the spirit of not being contented with what you have? The spirit of contentment or being discontented is a spirit of ingratitude. So my first advice to this person or counsel to this person would be, first, be grateful. So you need to come into a season of gratitude, and let it be a continuous season for life. You need to become grateful, intentionally be grateful. So in the middle of your day, the beginning of your day, end of your day, every time you remember, just say, God, thank you. Thank you for what I have. Thank you for the things I know. Thank you for the community I am. Just learn to be thankful. As in, thank God for every little thing. One of the major ways to handle discontentment is thanksgiving. Being thankful will help you to see what you have, because discontentment is seeing what other people have and focusing or basing your life on it or comparing your life with it. But contentment is thanking God for what you have and seeing what God has blessed you with and appreciating it. So for you to appreciate something, you need to be thankful. So first, be thankful. When you are thankful, contentment will come. Then number 2, you have to practice it. And a lot of times you also have to pray for it. Number 3, you have to pray about it. Say, Lord, please help me to be contented with what I have. Then practice. You have to look at people's things and thank God for them and move on. It must not enter into your eye. It must not become, a point at which you begin to envy them or you begin to hate them because they have that thing. No. It should be something that, Lord, I thank you for Mr. A or Miss B has this. I'm grateful. Thank you. Continue to bless them. And that's another way to handle contentment. Thank God. Pray for that person that has that thing you desire. Bless them. I'm not saying curse them out in prayer. No. Pray and bless them, that God will continue to bless them and sustain their joy and things like that. That's a major way to handle discontentment. So question number 2 handled. Let me go to question 3. Question 3 says, I have good qualities. I am funny, joyful, and all, but I don't have money. What can I do to hinder the thoughts of being broke? The thoughts of being broke affect my good characters. Okay, I think this person is trying to say that they feel they are good and they have good qualities, but because they are broke, they usually have a tendency, or they feel like that being broke can make them get into bad stuff. It says, what do I do to hinder the thoughts of being broke what can I do to hinder the thoughts of being broke affect my good characters? So I think this person is trying to say, what can I do to sustain good characters in spite of being broke, right? So that I don't get into bad stuff. First, you have to know that having good characters is already a currency on its own. It's already a payment into the future. It's already credit for the future. You don't want to spoil that credit because you are broke financially. There are other things that are bigger than money. In fact, when you get into the wealth space, you discover that things like relationship are heavier than money in terms of currency, heavier than money. Money is good, yes, but you must know that character is critical. Because even if you get the money tomorrow, if you don't have character, the money won't stay. The money won't stay, it won't stay. So it's important that character is attached to your life. You must be a man or woman of character. Prioritize having a good character above money. If you do that, if you prioritize a good character, chances are money will come. Money will come. In fact, the Bible says that a good name is better than wealth, better than riches. A good name. So preserve your good name. Don't worry about money. Money will come. Money will come. As a young person, no, you do the hard work, you do the diligence, you be a good person, you have good characters, and watch God bless you. Don't look for money. embrace things that are heavier than money. Embrace hard work, embrace diligence, embrace learning, embrace, vocation, embrace things that would expand your mind. Knowledge. Money will come. Money will come. Don't focus on money now. Focus on invaluable things that are bigger than money. Being a good person is bigger than money. It's bigger than money. I remember a former governor of Nigeria that we all know, that one time dressed in women's clothing, a man dressed in with, that was not a good thing. So imagine what that name gives to his children, grandchildren, everybody that bears that name. There's already a mentality formed in the minds of anybody meeting somebody with that name. It's already, that's bigger than money. No matter how much they have, a legacy, a negative character can mar somebody's destiny. That's bigger than money. So by all means, keep your good name. Keep your good name. Do the good. Money will come. If it's garri you have now to soak, or just noodles or whatever, manage what you have and trust God. Money will come. But for now, by all means, preserve your good name. Preserve the good qualities or good characters you have. Do not let lack of money derail you. It will be a big error if you do that. So thank you very much. Those are the 3 questions I can answer for now. So that's episode 2. Episode 3 coming your way next time. Thank you. See you in my next one. Before I go, my book. If you have not bought my book, are you sure you're watching this channel? Tips to Succeed in Tertiary Institutions. That's the name of my book. So if you're in the university or about to enter the university, this book is for you. Make sure you order your copy. It's just 1,000 naira. It's just 1,000 naira. Go to www.seller.co.m/blessing16 www.seller.co/m/blessing16. The link will be on the video, so you can always look at it, or link will be in the comment section. You can always look at it and order your copies. It's going all over the world. Order your copies. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye for now.